We got to talk about Drake's new album. It's a surprise album that came out
I
last night.
am
I love it.
exhausted.
It's very much you need get that shit to get all the whole album.
Somebody
back.
on Twitter said not Twitter, TikTok. They said, "Oh, this was Drake telling us Happy Pride. Y'all need to stop right now." I'm looking at y'all. Yep.
Oh,
and I'm talking to y'all.
I'm about to say it just like that. Let me share this album. Say Happy Pride.
We gonna get into it. Because no, there was a Twitter. When I tell you Twitter this entire week, I don't understand how this app is free.
You know what I'm saying? How Twitter is free, child.
Because the amount of shit, I was literally laughing all week. We gonna get into it, but before we get into it, hey guys, how you doing? I'm your host Darren Green, back with another episode. This is episode 178. Yeah, because we done had so many episodes, child. I'm here with my lovely co-host Derek Dahl, holding it down.
This is episode 179.
No, it ain't. It's 178.
Oh, that's not what you put in my email. You said it's 179.
I said 179. Oops, I meant to put 8. Yeah, it's 178. Yeah.
I can't keep up.
Neither can I, child. We done had so many, child. We're almost at 200. Can't wait for that. I know what we're gonna do for that, but it's real hot outside. Like, it's really like it's wine cooler season. Like, it's wine cooler temperatures. Like, I was literally outside because I had to help my aunt go to Walmart before we got to the show, and it was so hot outside. I'm like, I want my sea greens. Like, we need to go to the liquor store right now. Like, it's definitely time for the wine coolers in the middle of the day. That's what this temperature is giving. And I want to go outside. I had like an outfit. I had like my little outfit because I love all black. I wish I could do like a little, see, no, I can't because I got a whole setup right here. I don't want to fuck it up. But like, I want to go out. Like Nikki said, I want to have fun too. Like, come on. It's just a lot going on. I got so much energy today. We got a lot to talk about. And yeah, I want to. How was your week? Let's do the week report, and then we'll get into hot topics.
My week was great. It was very busy, but it was great. I had a lot of meetings, a lot of moves made. Yeah, like I found out a lot of things. I'm going to be going to the governor's mansion next week.
Ooh.
I got invited to Governor Murphy's mansion in Pawtucket, I think is what it's called, in Princeton or whatever. So that's good. And then I'm getting an award next week for my article.
Ooh.
My article that I dropped, a portrait of Dawn Knight.
I think I remember that. That was a while back.
Yeah. Almost last year, but it got picked up by Newark News Stories Collective, and they shared it. So I'll be receiving an award for them. Like, I'll be an award-winning journalist.
Oh, I know that. Right.
After the 25th. It's trophy season. I told y'all. See, I'm trying to tell you, the dollar's a profit at this point. And yeah, just preparing for Newark Pride in July, and just trying to keep my head down, work, and maintain my peace. I'm so tired. Oh my God.
Newark Pride is going to be in person?
Yes, July 11th to the 17th. We're bringing our parade back. Okay. We're going to be having our concert at NJ Pack. Okay. Ooh. Never before done. We're having our Pride concert at NJ Pack in Chambers Plaza. Okay. The Big Dog Way. So yeah, I'm just grinding and working.
Okay. So it's been a good week. I would definitely look. You need some help up there, chat. I could definitely
come volunteer. Come on up. You said chaperone.
Wait, no, look.
You can work in the kids zone. You can do some face painting.
Not some face painting.
You want to be part of the media? You can do interviews. You want to interview the people?
Okay, and yeah, we got to definitely set that up. Like, because I know I said I was going to do it last year, but I really want to do it. I'm going to come up because I have a lot of time and I still got a lot of, I got some stuff to do and I'm, still looking for a job, child.
I understand.
Yeah, I mean, me, like I felt like Sheree when she got stood up by Prison Bay this week because as things didn't work out with the job, but I had to take a step back and was just like, let me just regroup for a second because I'm like, okay, I need to figure some stuff out. I want to go ahead and apologize to the listeners because I felt like I put the show last, and I tried to because I was so focused on this job. Which girl, they ended up hiring somebody that worked with them before.
Stop.
I'm like, why don't you just do that?
Stop. You are not going to apologize to anyone for pursuing your career and your livelihood. Don't do that.
This is my career, though. This show is my
right. This show is part of your career. It's part of it. But you have a responsibility to make sure that your bills are paid. Make sure that you're able to grow this channel and platform in the way that you need to, which would be best for the viewers. So don't apologize for making it a priority to secure your livelihood.
Right.
Don't do that. Now, if it came to a point where this was your primary source of income, and you pulled the Rihanna on us and just disappeared, and we're like, "When's the next show? When's the next episode?" And we were like, and you pulled a charade, oh, spring, summer, September. Then you apologized for leaving the fans hanging. But you have been dedicated and consistent to this, and we want to see you win, and we want to see you in a good position so that you can continue to grow, and move in this industry. So you never have to apologize for pursuing making different moves in your career. So don't do that.
Right.
I don't even want you to get in the habit of apologizing to people for you trying to find work. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I know. I mean, it to me, I just feel like that because it's just like, there's some episodes I'm such a perfectionist. I'm like, I look back at these shows and I watch what I say and I'm like, oh, why did I say that like that? Or why should I have more energy with that? Or should I have more to say about this topic? But, I did want to say that, but I it's a lot. It's a lot. But I have seen that you guys are watching the show. And I didn't make my little shameless plug. Child, before we get into anything, please be sure that you are liking this video. Please be sure that you're hitting that subscribe button because it costs $0 to subscribe. And hey, listeners, people that's listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from, I'll be seeing y'all too. You have to move on and you have to keep going. Okay, it is not easy. Okay. I'm learning. Because I remember this when some of the people, because I hung around a lot of seniors and people that were about to graduate, and they were going through the same thing that I'm going through now. Where they, you sit and vegetate, and you're just like, I want to do this work. I know I can do it. Like, I know what I put out, it's golden. Okay, it's just. I don't know. You just get to a point where it's just like, I'm tired of convincing niggas of what I can do.
Just do it. You gotta convince nobody. Just do it.
So yeah. So I'm gonna do it. I'm definitely looking into broadening this show in ways of maybe hiring some writers, hiring some different like assistant producer stuff so it can help me with this shit. We gonna get into that. We're gonna get some merch. Okay, I'm working on the merch right now, child. A lot of behind the scenes stuff going on. And you have not seen the last of me, all right? And they was really watching my stuff this week, child. I was like, okay, now we got consistent views. Okay, I love it. I love you guys, and I cannot wait to become even better. Anyway, with that being said, let's get into the mother loving hot topics. We got to get into some things, child, because. And I want to start by talking about this. Today, we mourn the loss of arguably one of the best daytime talk shows of our time, The Wendy Williams Show. I need to have my clapping sound effects, but I'm working on it. Wendy once, she gagged all of us at some point in time. I don't care if you don't like her because she said something about your favorite celebrity at one point.
Right.
Her hot takes, of celebrity gossips was one of my biggest inspirations. The reason why you're listening to a Darren Green show today. Okay, she created this lane for celebrity gossip because I think before her, I mean, who do we have? I mean, with Joan Rivers, I mean, they weren't really talking. I mean, we had tabloids, like the little magazine things.
Right. People were reading.
You said people were reading, and she put that on the radio show because first I was watching her movie. She started off, announcing and being like a regular radio host, but then she started talking about celebrity gossip, which was kind of like, what type of programming is this? We never did this before, and she revolutionized it. And now everyone else, there's shows like a Wendy Williams show and every, celebrity gossip. Even these people that's on YouTube, hell, I see they doing it, but see they too scared to go all the way in. And look, I'm not absolved.
Well, they weren't set up like Wendy was, and as far as along in her career as they were. Like they just started, so you can't piss off too many people. Because it's like, who are you to talk about these folks until you're actually in the room and you have like access to them and like you can get like real tea. Otherwise, you're just reading the same shit that another outlet put out and just giving your opinion on it. Right. And Wendy was actually one of the people that was able to take this information and pull them in to tell their side of the story, or get the people talking and gagging. So she definitely revolutionized radio or talk show or radio talk. For when it comes to Black radio, she was like literally like a Howard Stern. So Howard Stern has been doing this for damn near 50 years. Yeah, of just exploiting people and giving shock value, and so that's what she wanted to bring to her market, and she did it really well. And then she turned it into a talk show. And was this 12? This has been what, 12 seasons? 17?
Well, it's been 14, but 14. She wasn't there that last year, so they consider it 13. 13
seasons of Wendy, yeah, which is way more than what I expected. But I guess we'll just have to get her a podcast now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for that. When she gets ready, when she gets good and ready, and she's good, health wise.
Child, give her a reality show. I got to see this foolishness. After watching the movie, I'm like, yeah, Wendy needs a reality show. Let her become.
Come on, VH1, Bravo, definitely. Because honey, Andy Cohen's your friend, so Andy, come on, y'all want to make money? Because honey, it's looking real cold over there, Bravo. But go ahead.
World of Wendy, I'd watch it.
I watch it too, but I also would like to watch a podcast. I mean, Howard Stern did it. He has a podcast now. He's free reign. He can say whatever he wants. I mean, I don't really get into that. But I would definitely get into Wendy. Let's be very clear. I know that she's friends with Jason Lee, and Jason Lee is trying to like do other stuff with his brand with Hollywood Unlocked and stuff like that. He has studios now. I'm like, look, y'all better put something together. I don't know. He just ended his show too. Yeah, Hollywood Unlocked. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these outlets, child, come on. I'm ready to. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, we got to beat this algorithm, guys. But yeah.
Oh well,
I seen the last episode. And and I want to preface this before anyone gets in my comments. Oh my God, you such a hater. Look, I ain't got nothing against Sherry Shepherd. I love that a Black person took over the slot and they didn't just whitewash it, honey, and put another Drew Barrymore. Let me stop. But at the end of the day, it just seemed very weird. And some clips that you showed me before we got started recording of, with Suzanne and then some the other guy, Norman or whatever, being like, oh, bittersweet. And it's like, bye. And when they asked about Wendy, they just like kind of walked off. I'm just like, okay. All right. We get it. I mean, we get it. Y'all gonna keep your job. Like, it's not, is it really that bitter for y'all?
I said bittersweet.
Yeah, more sweet than bitter, but it's cool. They gave a video montage of all of Wendy's best moments. It was cute. It was weird that she wasn't there.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean,
wait.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of, but you told me, and this is alleged because we're not sure for sure or not that Wendy was actually banned from the last episode. Now, if that's the case, that's real messed up. Because because why send her off? Why that's just so fake. It's just like, why send her off if she banned from coming on to the last episode? And I believe Wendy did want to talk to with Sherry. I mean, it
That
was
that would have been great.
It wasn't on no weird shit.
Well,
Mm.
what kind of I just dropped the link to you, but she was banned from the finale. She's no longer part of the production agency that she's worked with for her show, and I think it's best that she just they have a clean break so they can prepare for Sherry's show. Even though Wendy was like, "Oh, I'm coming back in September," things just didn't pan out that way. And I think that sometimes, I mean, all good things come to an end, right?
Yeah.
All good things come to an end, and I hate that it ended this way, but I think
Yeah.
it's best for everybody. Like, let them refocus, let them reshift, and I think that they did leave the door open to work with her again in the future when she's well and when things are in order on the other side. So, because I mean, what really happened is that her personal life literally affected their business.
Yeah.
So get that under control, and then when that's under control, then we can talk about what's next. But right now, Wendy needs to get her house in order.
Yeah.
Get your house in order.
I mean, I will be worried about this whole situation with Wells Fargo before anything, because that's my money.
Yeah, that too, but also making disparaging remarks about she's not coming back until everyone's fired. She wants to clear house and all of these things. Like, well, you can't say that you want to fire us and then say you want to come back and work with us when we're the ones that's maintaining the platform with your name on it.
Right.
So we're going to do something else.
I mean, did she want Denmark Mercury off Wendy's? Like, I mean, not that company, but just the people that was the staff. I thought it was beef with the staff. Because let's be clear,
another Sherry staff. So let's move on. What else is going on?
Well, let me just say this. Let me just say this.
Sherry
Information was getting out. Stuff was getting leaked, and the only people knew was the staff. So it did look a little shady on their end, and to the very end, it looks shady. I'm sorry. I'm gonna and I might be biased because I'm a Wendy fan or whatever. I ain't got no look at the end of the day, but like it's a little shady, but you know what? I'm good. We can move on. This will be my last time. I ain't got to worry about ever clicking on Fox News and Fox Channel anyway, child, because I don't want to give them no extra ratings that they don't need. But it's cool. Shout out to Sherry Shepherd. I hope her endeavors. I hope it does well. It's gonna be hard to maintain because we already got some fans talking about some because they were all on the scoop of she was gonna come back, but now that she's not coming back.
Mm-hmm. Well, Wendy did leave a message telling them to keep watching, keep watching the show. I remember that I read that a couple of days ago. She was like, keep watching, and when she comes back, she's gonna come back bigger, stronger, and brighter than ever. So whatever that means, she probably meant that for today. Keep watching because this is it. And
maybe just in another
platform. Watch on YouTube, and whatever she has next, she has next, and her fans will support it. I'm telling every black star now that's getting ushered off TV, just call Carlos King, child. Just go to OWN.
Just call Carlos King.
Call Carlos King.
I mean, at the end of the day, we only got one more. Well, for me, we only got one more daytime talk show. That's The View, and after that's gone, and it's already.
But you got Tamron Hall.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not feeling these new shows. I'm just not. They're not. It's not giving. Tamron Hall is cool. She definitely solidified herself. She's on a lot. They haven't canceled her show.
She's in that Oprah spot for daytime kind of.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Let's come have this conversation and let's talk about things that are important
and that's good to have too.
Yeah, the balance.
I need my mess, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to him. Okay, you heard it from me. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the pieces, guys. I'm gonna pick up the damn pieces.
That's right. Take it as a moment. Take it as a moment to step into this space in your idol's legacy. I think I was telling you before the show started. I remember when Prince died, I literally fainted. When my friend Chrissy told me how I checked my phone and that Prince had died, I literally I feel like my soul left my body. I hit the ground. And I was like, no, because like all these people that, you know, meant so much to me and that influenced me in such a major way as far as like my art and like even my identity, like just to be me and be comfortable with just being a creative and expressing myself how I want to. I wanted to get a chance to show them the impact of what they did and like that it mattered to me and all that kind of stuff. And I was really sad. And then it hit me and was like, well, actually, this is an opportunity now for me to kind of carry their legacy, like the Whitney and the Prince and Little Richard and Sylvester. Like, I get a chance to be a part of their legacy because they made an impact on me. So take it as God creating space for you now to, like you said, pick up the pieces and run with it. Like you have the blueprint, take it and make it yours and blow it out of the water. So yeah.
Got the idea. I just need the platform.
Okay. You're building it. You're building it for yourself.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Well, in other good news, Beyonce is back.
Oh, is she?
Yes, we were right. Okay. And I'm gonna have the card. Look, whatever this video have, I clip it. Check the cards up top of this video. Okay, look back at our old video. We'll come back.
Because you heard it here first.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
So as you guys know, Beyonce has been teasing the possibility of a new album. As we previously reported last week, Beyonce deleted all her profile pictures on social media. Well, after teasing us again, okay, she did a shout out post. One of her other pages did a shout out post of all Black women artists, to which there was an album that was next to Brandy's album that we never heard of. Like it was a picture of somebody's hand going like this. And we was like, honey, that ain't no album. People was looking up online. It was like, that's not no real album. And then it come to find out it was Beyonce trying to let us know, trying to tease us again that there's another, that, you know, she's coming out with her 7th album, to which I think her social media pages and also Tidal officially announced that her 7th album will be coming out July 29th.
What is a B7?
Okay, and it's called Renaissance. It's called Renaissance, and it will have 2 acts. But we're going to get Act 1. It's going to have 16 songs. Now, my thing is this going to be...
But the funny thing is, no, let me tell you. So before we do this, so, you know, maybe I just be picking... It's not shade or anything like that.
Right.
But I remember when she posted it, she was like, what is a B7? And everybody's like, oh my God, Beyonce's 7th album. I'm like, y'all do know that was like literally Brandy's last album. Was B7, right? So I'm just like, God damn it, Beyonce, she strikes again. Oh, my wig, honey.
My wig. That's what I said. I'm like, hold your wig.
I was like, and I saw the posters I had Brandy. I was like, I wonder how Brandy felt about that. Because I'd have been like, what you mean was it B7, bitch? I was like, what are you talking about?
Okay, my self-titled.
Right. Like, what if? But yeah, so clearly she's pushed my album back. God damn it, Beyonce.
Everybody got to move. And you know, Drake over here talk about some. Girl, you think we could? You think we pull up on people? We pull up on people too.
He's the king of summer. Drake said, "Happy Pride." Here's an album. But yeah, have you seen the pictures for like her British Vogue?
Her British Vogue pictures. Yes, I love them.
They look cute. I feel like she watched Legendary and was like, "I want that."
I want that. Right. One of the pictures that I love the most is going to be the thumbnail of this video. It was. I instantly became a beehive because when I tell you, I got up this morning and because she's selling the merch already. Like she's like, didn't even come out, didn't even show us what the damn shirts was going to look like yet. My ass went and bought the damn box. Okay. Now there was 4 different boxes and I was like, Beyonce, don't trick me now. Don't troll me. There's 4 different boxes, same price, but it's like pose 1, pose 2, and pose 3. I'm like, which one do I pick? I pick pose 2. So whatever comes, whenever it comes, like, you know, I'm not sure if this is going to be exclusively on Tidal, but like I said, I bought the box, so I'm going to have the actual album. So hopefully, you know, it's not just going to be a Tidal exclusive, but you know, Beyonce, she'll be like, I'm gonna put this on Tidal. You can wait the year. She did that with Lemonade. It was not. I mean, you can buy Lemonade on like iTunes, but
they
like
make money from Tidal. Like she's like they smart. Like I want.
Yeah.
Damn. Like Lord, let me build a team that's like the marketing genius of like that work with people like Beyonce. Like I want that. Like this bitch about to have y'all with y'all could open that box. It's gonna be a damn cassette tape and an 8-track, and y'all gonna try to find out. They gonna all the pawn shops gonna be out of tape players.
I'm gonna have my show.
That was I was like, that's my dream. I want to be able to drop a tape. Make y'all wait on the digital. Ain't no digital. It's a tape.
Ain't no digital. Okay.
Ain't no digital.
I was scared she was gonna have us on them damn things that Kanye had, them stem players. I was like, girl, please don't make us charge us $200.
People really bought that.
They said he made like $1 million something off it,
Who got him? I ain't seen nobody. Who got him? I have not seen one in real life. I haven't seen one.
Child fans also pointed out that it's a pop album, and why somebody on Twitter talk about we're moving out of the Jim Crow era. Y'all need to stop playing right now. Stop. That's why I said Twitter. I don't understand how Twitter is free.
Because when I see Renaissance, I think Beyonce is about to start. Like I said the last episode, Beyonce is black now. Okay. Yeah. So it don't matter if it's a pop album or not. It's gonna be black ass. It's Renaissance, which means she probably about to pull some looks from the
Renaissance,
16th century Harlem Renaissance, like all like that kind of mood, and show like black art. Like she's about. I feel like that's what we're gonna get. Whether it's pop, dance, hip hop, she can drop a rap album at this point. I think.
Yeah, they said it's gonna be a mix of dance and country. I'm like,
dance and country. That's I Am Sasha Fierce, ain't it? Because that I am was given very much Tony Braxton, adult contemporary country music. Like it was given very much. Play this out with my wine and my charcuterie board.
Mm-hmm. I mean, someone did say that Beyonce's new album will be colorful, like it's gonna be.
But who said it? It's like this. But who said that?
It was an article that came out like a month ago. Okay. And they said Beyonce got it. She ain't got to take it down, but like she was gonna drop something, and then like she stopped from doing it because the person came out with that story. Like Beyonce would do some shit like that. Like remember we found out that Beyonce and Cardi was doing a song, and then like it got leaked out, and then she like scrapped it. Allegedly,
Beyonce and Cardi were doing a song. I ain't heard it.
That's what I heard. And then she scrapped it because people found out. I was like, damn, okay, so y'all need to shut up. Not saying I want. But
do we need
y'all with these little theories?
She's a good choice. I think the Savage remix was a good choice.
Yeah, it was a good choice. Much better. I'm just excited. I'm excited. I'm like, oh my god! Like, I mean, like, am I a beehive? Like, I just think that because I was just listening to Beyonce for my entire life. Like when I was a child and. That was like one of the first songs was, Diva, not Diva, Baby I'm Deja Vu. Like when I tell you that used to play on and off, like, yeah, Beyonce was always around. Like she's that girl. And I don't care what nobody has to say, like, oh my God, y'all act like she a guy, y'all act like this, that, and third. Well, at the end of the day,
Beyonce is an icon. She's an icon of the generation, and she's proven herself time and time again. I think that she has cemented her place in history and in time, that there's always going to be a record that Beyonce was here. Mm-hmm. And I think that is part of what being an icon is that long after she's dead, we're still going to be playing her music, talking about these iconic moments. We're going to be watching those horrible movies that she was in and getting our life, because we were allowed to see it the same way that my grandparents were like, yeah, there was a Diana Ross. There was a Diana Ross. She's still alive though.
And making music.
What?
Yeah, she made a song for the Minions movie.
Oh, okay. That was Minions movie. That was okay. Anyway.
Yes.
I mean, I can't say that because Jennifer Holiday just came out with a song last month, and I love it.
Okay.
So. But yeah, like Beyonce is an icon of our times, and it was great to be alive to see that. And I feel like we're gonna feel the same way our parents did when they were watching Michael Jackson ascend into his space. And I just pray that she gets to when she decides to bow out, she bows out on top, and that we don't turn on her like we usually do. We let the media steer us into these whirlwinds where we end up turning on our stars and people that have really been the foundation of our cultural existence. And so. Yeah, I'm happy for Beyonce. I can't wait to hear the new album. I know I've always been critical of her, but it's only because I'm a fan. And her hard work shows when she's on stage. It's a lot of artists who can give you great music in the booth, the good mixing, the good beats, but Beyonce's work shows on stage,
Yeah.
and the way that she's inspired people and the way that she's always stayed in character as far as being gracious. I love that for her. And so it makes sense that we get excited for her
Yeah.
In this moment. I just hope it don't.
Don't what?
Girl, don't be no floppy disk girl. Like,
oh, not a floppy disk. Now we
well,
don't.
I mean, like, you know what I mean. I'm like, it's like we get the anticipation. You done told us you don't need no hype, but around the album,
It's
it's
possible
all
to be
hype.
it could be one of those where you're not going to get it the first time.
Like 4. And I love that album.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like 4, they said 4 was going to flop, but like 4 is like one of Beyonce's best albums. I mean, like,
but, they said the same thing for her debut album. The label executive was like, "There's no hits on this album," and she put it out, and she toured the art, she brought the visual to it, and made people relate to it, and she had 5 or 6 hits off of that one album, and I just think that there comes with this like cultural awareness that she has now that I think she's going to give us what we need. She's always listening, like she pay attention.
And there's not a lot of artists like Beyonce, because just like when you said that, like, they said there's no hit on your album. There's literally artists that are like big names, and we won't bring them up, that will sit there and will listen to their label and be like, okay, well, let me just change. Let me just do what they want me to do. And it don't have no type of lasting effect. There's nothing influential. It's nothing iconic about your music. And I think that, the creativeness of creating music has to just be with that singer. They know their content, and I think that there needs to be more people like Beyonce in the way of her, like, being a creator and stuff like that. I mean, like, we don't want no carbon copy of her, but be yourself, right. But in the way of standing with your content. But I can't wait to hear it. It's gonna be July 29th.
We're all gonna buy it.
We're all gonna buy it. Well, I already bought it, y'all.
Yeah, I'm like, shit. What if it's a baby?
This is the most beehive shit I've ever did. Like, Nikki, I got you when your album drop. I'm gonna get the whole thing. Okay, we're gonna get all right. Because I'm really a Barb first, but I don't know. Beyonce just got me out my character. Damn. But they over here talking about.
Made me tired.
They over here talking about Beyonce left the album waiting room. Nikki and Riri. I'm like, child, Riri fans gonna be there for a minute. I'll be forever.
Child.
Anyway,
Rihanna gonna post a clip of her breastfeeding, and you're gonna hear the music in the background. Like, I love this new album.
I only got one more thing to say. NN5. That's it. Okay.
Period.
Next topic. Yeah, Kim.
Yeah, Kimmy. You can talk about this topic. I don't care about this dress.
I did want to talk about it because it's a little weird. So Ripley's defends Kim Kardashian. Okay, as we know, some photos came out that show Marilyn Monroe's iconic gown was destroyed by Kim after she wore it at the Met Gala. Well, Ripley's the owner of the dress denied viral allegations that any damage was caused by the dress in the appearance at the Met Gala. In an article that they published on Thursday, Ripley's explained the history of the dress, sharing that they first acquired the dress at a Julian's auction event. It was an event in 2016 and was for $4.8 million, most expensive dress to ever have been sold at an auction. They write that there was a report on the condition of the dress that was published in 2017, which states a number of seams are pulled and worn. This was not surprising given how delicate the material is. They're puckering at the back of the hooks and the eyes, as well as some other outlining flaws of this dress. Now, Ripley's did not reply to people's requests for an additional information regarding the source of the report that came from, meaning that, okay, yeah, we got it like that, but we ain't got no proof, we ain't got no receipts. That's basically what they said. Now, Ripley's insist that there was no further damage occurred that happened to this dress, and there's no further damage that Kim put on it. So they're basically sticking with Kim, and they said that this was tarnished when we got it.
It was tarnished.
Not tarnished, but
it
was messed up when we got it, and Kim didn't. It was in the same predicament when Kim had it after the show. I think that's bullshit, and I think that it's like. Let Beyonce would have did, and not to bring her up again because we just stop talking about her, but let like a person of color wear that dress and that happened. They'd be like, oh my God, her black ass broke the damn dress and like her this, that, and the third. Like Kim, I think it's weird as hell that anybody is wearing garments from people that died.
I don't care. I ain't care then. I don't care now. Okay. I think that whatever these white folks want to do with these white folks' dead clothes, they can do whatever they want to do. Beyonce would never pop up in Marilyn Monroe's dress. If she wore Dorothy Dandridge's dress, we would be getting our live saying, yes, come on, iconic history meeting itself. The same way we did when we saw her at the Super Bowl and she had that jacket that was reminiscent of Michael Jackson. I also think that Black people have a different respect for the dead. So I don't think we would want to put on a dead person's clothes per se, unless it's like your uncle or your auntie and they left it to you. They died and you want to keep it as a memorabilia.
But we got these celebrities that's just over here buying people like.
Well, but also their clothes is like going. Okay, so buying clothes from an auction is just like going to the thrift store. Like,
I mean, it's okay. I mean,
it's just rich thrift.
Hell, Ripley's bought the dress. I mean, it wasn't. It was at one point. It wasn't in their possession, but
as an art piece.
As an art piece, and that's where I'm getting to. It's like, and someone said this on TikTok. It's like, but whether you believe it or not, and I'm not the sharpest tool in the knife when it comes to fashion, but fashion is art, and it's like somebody painting over the Mona Lisa picture,
or just buying it and put it in their house. It used to be in the Louvre, and now it's in my house because I bought it.
Well, she didn't buy it. She rented it. I mean, it'd be one thing.
She rented it. She rented it for a moment to fit the theme. And
it's just weird. Even when Bretman Rock wore Aaliyah's dress I think it was at a VMA
Awards. That was just like, unseasoned, uncultured meat.
At a VMA Awards, and we love VMAs.
Right. I didn't appreciate that. I don't think that wasn't tasteful to me. I'd have been like, wait a minute. Like if your name ain't Tinashe.
You said if your name ain't,
you don't need to be wearing Aaliyah's clothes. Okay. If you're not Rihanna can do that.
Okay.
Who the fuck is anyway?
It's not anyway. Some YouTuber child.
Right. So that was just weird. But Kim Kardashian doing, I feel like we've come to expect them and that family to like always try to like create moments where there is no moment.
Yeah, they get away with a lot of shit.
But money is power, and when you got the money to do it, you just do whatever you want, and then people gonna talk about it. That's the whole point. They wanted people to talk about it, and the Met Gala was in May, and we still talking about it. Like, girl, I don't care. I don't care about that dress. Let that lady die. Let that lady rest in peace.
Let that lady rest in peace, child.
Yeah, and if y'all want to wear her clothes as costumes, then y'all do that. Because now I feel like it was just her like I told you, that family's a bunch of witches attaching herself to the Marilyn Monroe legacy. Like, oh, this was a dress worn by Marilyn Monroe when she sang "Happy Birthday" to JFK. Oh, and it was also worn by Kim Kardashian West at the Met Gala in 2022. Like, it's just literally them leeching onto cultural history and cultural moments instead of creating their own. Why not? Right. Like, the goal is for you to get for Kim Kardashian West to be in the next 20, 30 years, somebody wanting to wear a dress that she wore.
Yeah. And it's also, she has no type of, I mean, she's an influence. She is the influencer. Okay. She's the reason why a lot of these girls are doing what they're doing on Instagram now. But like, you didn't make those moments. You get what I'm saying? Your husband did when he was with you, and now you just trying to cling on to any type of little trend or whatever the case is. But my thing is, even with Met Gala, and again, I'm not the sharpest tool in the knife when it comes to fashion, but isn't the Met Gala about creating like shifts in trends? You're wearing something that was already done before.
Met Gala is about celebrating art. It's an art gala. It's a fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
I think that because we see the red carpet and we make a moment out of it where it's like, oh, let's see what they're wearing, blah, blah. Like, the whole point of them being there is to raise money to keep the Met open and to celebrate whatever collection or whatever exhibit is open.
But we never see refurbished outfits before. Like, oh, we seen that before. Like Rihanna always, when she comes on to the damn Met Gala, you know, I don't mean to use her as an example because it's too many. It's too far apart from when we talk about Kim and Rihanna. But like, it's always something new. Like I'm like, oh my goodness, like I never even seen this before. Like, you know, originality.
Right.
Maybe I'm asking too much because.
But also, it's a moment for people who weren't alive during the time of Marilyn Monroe, who may be fans of hers, to say, "Oh shit, this is the dress in real life," and I hope like somebody's in it. We didn't get to see Marilyn Monroe in that dress outside of, you know, the black and white pictures we saw or the video that was out back then. So I mean, she created a moment. Whether it landed with us or not, she created her moment. They'll have her moment. I don't care about this dress. I'm probably never going to talk about this moment ever again. I don't care. Hope y'all went to the Met. Go to the Metropolitan and go see the exhibit before they take the exhibit down. Because that's the whole point of them having a Met Gala. To announce a new exhibit, raise money. So you niggas who ain't gonna never be on that carpet can go and see the art. They got day passes.
You said they got day passes. Right, because that's why they want to be up there, child, because they say, oh my God, celebrities and people act crazy around them. I remember, I just seen this today. They got Tom Hanks out of his damn character. There's this damn video. I guess somebody was trying to get to him and take a picture of him, whatever, and one of them like tripped his wife, and he was like, stand the fuck back. Like he was like, stand the fuck back. I'm like, oh my God, not Woody.
He said what he said.
And
these people are human. Like that's like this whole
right. Like the way people act. Like okay, and let me not because I might jump out of my damn skin if I see Nicki. That's probably Nicki or Beyonce or Gaga. Anyway, I might act crazy too, but I'm gonna be like, hey, how you doing? I'm keep my distance because you know I don't want to be you know a nuisance or anything like that. Because look, I don't get starstruck. I'm too in my mind I am, but not because people be acting crazy. Anyway, I did want to talk about a couple of these, these topics I talked about during the week, so we can get like a little recap situation. Lizzo getting backlash for using the ableist slur. You heard about that this week?
I think I saw something. I think I saw your video about it. What was the song?
You watch? Yes. Yeah. So basically, she said the word SPAZ. We're gonna spell that out. We want you. You cannot. I don't know. I don't know about these algorithms on here, child. When you say
I can't say spazzing out. Why can't I say that?
It's an ableist term for people that got cerebral palsy or something like that.
What? Girl, shut up.
It's something that was in like UK and Australia. That's a slur in there.
Oh, I'm American.
And that's what I'm saying. Like we didn't know about that because we use that shit. We use that.
I'm American. That'd be my response. Oh, I'm American. That doesn't mean that over here. So, so since you're listening to American music, then you should probably apply American context to it. I don't know what y'all say over there because I don't live over there. Over here, it just means to act out. All right, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you
so much. We're going to take that into consideration. Well, actually, no, I mean, she did re-record it. I mean, Lizzo is definitely, I did say in that video, she's the bigger person. She was like, I'm sorry, and I'm going to re-record it.
Good for her. Y'all paying for that? That'd be like, who paying for the studio time? I'm not re-recording shit. Okay, if you want to play,
like she could have been working on this for
weeks. Absolutely not. Woo, Lord, the police, la policia, like whatever.
Well, that just goes to show.
What song was it?
It was her new song, "Girls." Like it was in. We talk about the train wreck of that damn single because first of all, she has to re-record it, which will that affect how it will do on the Billboard charts if it goes anywhere?
Will it go anywhere? I don't know.
Well, not will it go anywhere?
I'm just asking. I don't know. Have you been watching her show?
I didn't watch it. My dad do. My dad watches it.
Oh yeah, he likes to see them booties bouncing. Wobble, 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 wobble.
No, I haven't been watching it because I've been watching a lot of other shows. Like I P-Valley is back. I finished Legendary.
Oh, good.
Legendary, that was a good show. I don't know why I did not get into that show. I really don't know why. Damn, and I had slides. I didn't even show none of the slides, but it's okay.
It's be on it, boy.
Dang, that's why I need a producer. I need an assistant producer. one other thing that was a topic was the Meg Stallion, her Rolling Stone interview, where she talked about a lot of things, but she did talk about her ex-best friend Kelsey, and how she found out that she took the money from Tory because she was offering, I was going to support his business, her business or whatever, and talking about how she kind of was silent and wouldn't say nothing because he was paying her. I thought that was very interesting. I kind of find it weird that, and I did say this in the video, I am on Meg's side, but it is kind of weird that she is doing these, like, giving us bits and pieces every new interview. Like, it just makes more sense to like do all that after the trial, because win or if she wins.
Oh, okay.
It's
Win.
me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, winner if because
I
like I
don't
said,
know. Ain't she gonna win if she got shot? Ain't no win. There's no wins or losses in this. Like if she really get shot, there ain't no win. I mean, get your justice, girl. But
get your justice. I mean, it's sad. I mean, and then watching people like even talking about this and like looking at the comments and stuff like that, like it was just like, girl, y'all really. I do believe she got shot. Like, there's people really still believing that girl stepped on glass. I'm like, okay. Anyway, y'all be writing y'all damn paragraph. They be writing these paragraphs in my comment section. I'm like, honey, I'm not reading, but go ahead, knock yourself out. But yeah, I mean, we gonna shout out to Meg, child. But I think that's it for this episode. There's not much more. We ain't had no other topics. It's been a drought in celebrity news. Beyonce revived it because there was not a lot to talk about in the last couple weeks. I mean, I guess we could talk about a little bit about the hearings. Like, what was your thoughts on that? Like, I guess with the Trump hearing, with the what you call it, the insurrection.
It's still going on, ain't it?
Yeah, like, is he not like talking? I heard he not talking to his daughter, child. What's going on with Ivanka?
Well, because her testimony came out saying that she sided with Will Barr, who was the attorney general of the country, who had told the president at the time that the allegations about election fraud were bullshit, and him perpetuating that idea literally sowed discord in our country and made people lose faith in our democracy, which is against his oath of office, which is another reason why when they impeached him for the second time, like, he should have been removed. Like, that's the thing. And this also, I'm looking at our government officials who understand how this works. Like, everybody was trying to save face for optics, and I feel the Democrats are so weak in that, where they're like, a lot of them are moderates, and they just play the middle because they want everybody to be happy. It's like, no, bitch, go in there and do your fucking job. We elected y'all to hold, like, just do your jobs. The Republicans don't care about none of that. Republicans, when they want something, when their base want something, they go hard for it. They play hard ball. They will stonewall things to keep their constituents happy. And Democrats be like, oh, well, they have to do things with consensus. Like, this is what the American people want. We want blah, blah, blah. Like, no, bitch. We told you what we want. Right. We told you what we wanted when we voted for you. Go in there and give us what the fuck we want, or get out of the way.
You think Biden?
That's why I stand for. I think that Joe Biden was not my first choice for president.
Yeah.
Of all the Democratic nominees, he wasn't my second or third choice. But that's what the establishment chose, and so it's like either a second term of Trump, which I feel is like would literally morally bankrupt a society that's already crumbling, right? And then with Joe Biden said, okay, we need to correct the ship as far as like policies and making sure that it's more inclusive. And I think that him adding Kamala kind of helps us kind of like, okay, well, we understand that most politicians are problematic in some way, but it's like we if nothing else, if we get rid of his ass, at least we got her. That was like, that's his joker. That's his safety net. But it's like we need to make sure that they're doing their jobs. And I think that he's getting blamed for a lot of like things that are happening now as far as like the inflation and economy and things like that. So that should be his main priority. However, the social issues that are looming over us, he needs to literally lean more into that, forcing his staff. He needs to be holding weekly meetings with his Democratic caucus, saying, where are we on these policy issues that we talked about while we were on the campaign trail? How are we pushing this forward? And I need the Democrats to push to end the filibuster and get shit done. Stop playing nice. These people aren't playing nice with you. Stop playing nice. Why do we always have to be the good? Like this whole being the bigger person.
Yeah.
It's
not working.
Yeah, it's not working. It's ineffective. And secondly, it's like that's not how business. It's not good business. It's not good business. And as much as I hate to say that America steamrolls over other countries all the time, like if y'all can steamroll over all these other countries to get what you want out of them, why is it that the politicians that we've elected to get what we want out of this country, why aren't they able to press and steamroll and get us what we want? Get the people what we want and what we need.
Yeah.
Give us what we want and what we need. So, whatever.
I mean, it's just a lot. I mean, I was listening to the grapevine. They were talking. They did their little show last night, and they were talking about how like Biden is at the point where they don't even see him even running again because he's kind of unable to.
He said he was gonna run.
There's some underlying issues, but they said, I mean, it is starting to look like he getting a little senile. I mean, it's just I was like, child.
That's what y'all get for. That's what y'all keep getting for putting the Quaker Oats man every election. Y'all get a Quaker Oats man up there. Y'all just keep trusting these old ass white. That's the other thing too. Like you got this old ass white man who's been in politics forever, who carried a lot of these. He was a Democrat, but still kind of like these Dixiecrat ideas. And over time, people evolve and they change and grow in society. But it's like you're a politician, you understand what people want and how to move in the game. But also, like, let other people lead. Like, I really feel like at some point you should age out. Yes, with age comes wisdom and like understanding. And I feel like at a certain point you shouldn't really be working anymore. You should be retiring and enjoying the benefits and the fruits of your labor, and then let the people who have the vitality, who are innovative, who are looking forward, who can assess data without bias to the way it was back when I was coming up, and really push America forward. I think we stifle ourselves by literally leaning into these what we deem as safe, antiquated ideas and ideologies when it comes to politics. Like America is supposed to be the leader, and we fall behind on a lot of stuff. But we just talk cash money shit to everybody else. And it's like, I get it. That's part of the marketing.
They gave another $1 billion to the Ukraine. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, y'all can never find money for programs that actually help the people. But anytime it's time to go to war, y'all want to get new military equipment, we can just give money away in the middle of a recession.
And where is this money coming from if we don't got it?
Right, saying that we're trying to. This is us protecting our freedoms. We have to invest in our freedoms and blah blah blah. Like, girl, take that. See, and the other thing too, like if Donald Trump was there, he'd be like, fuck all of them over there. America first. Fuck them. We ain't gonna deal with that. The price.
Hey, we wouldn't have seen that money either. We wouldn't have seen that money either. Sure, he would have been like, oh, well, the rich folks.
Well, I think Trump would have been like, okay, we're hitting a recession. The American people are hurting. At least he did create spaces at the table. Now, I'm not a Trump supporter, but I will say that regardless of his character as president, I do think that there were some people who had at least half a brain around him. That's why a lot of the turnover was so high, because people were like, my brain works. Let me get the fuck out of here, because this is not. No, ma'am. This ain't it.
No, ma'am.
I think that we're going it's like getting whiplash from the Obama era to the Trump era, which was so far right, and then coming back. I feel like Joe Biden is supposed to be correcting the ship to where we kind of get back in the middle and be unified and playing. But like, no, this is the part of the game. This isn't this isn't the part where we bring it back to the middle. This is the part where we push even harder. Yeah. So I think what the fear is, like, well, if we push too far to the left, then the backlash from that is going to be an extreme far to the right. I'm like, well, everything is a pendulum, and
that's why I'm sick of these I'm sick of these two parties. Like, it's really them. I'm independent. Like, I don't pick no side. I vote Democratic people, but if I have to, but like at the end of the day, like it's just they're gonna always continue to have this tug of war. It seems like it's planned. It seems like this is like what's supposed to happen.
But that's how it's designed. It's designed that way.
Maybe if
Democrats are the cleanup crew,
start voting for people that are more independent, we could see a change. I mean, there's people that are independent that do have these good ideas. You know, they get overshadowed because, you know, if I don't vote Democrat, then I take away my vote and it goes to Republican. If y'all all do it, then it's not gonna, you know, if we all collectively vote in for these independent parties or independent people, like we can see some change. I mean, like that's just my little spiel on things, you know. Ain't nobody gonna do it. Everybody stuck in their ways. You're either Democrat or you're Republican. That's the way it is always going to be until we see change, and I don't think that we will. And it's so unfortunate, y'all. We got niggas out here dying. We got niggas out here freaking homeless, and you giving $1 billion to Ukraine. Sorry to those people. But I think $1 billion, that's a lot of money.
Sure is.
It was enough the first damn time.
Sure is. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion.
Like, dang. I mean, you know, it seems like this country don't put Americans first.
Now we done turned into now we literally just became Republicans in real time. America first.
I'm just saying, look.
I think that
I ain't no progressive.
It's about finding that balance, but because I feel like America, we can do both, and I don't want to even. I'm not like a segregationist, but I also feel like we force this melting pot idea where we're trying to we want diversity and inclusion, but I also think that there are certain communities that operate better when it's
separate.
Not separate, but like when people have their own space. Like I think about the Jewish, not the Jews, but I think about the Jewish community and how they operate and how they build their own infrastructure, and they're able to buy up the block, they buy up communities, they preserve their culture, and they operate in a way that they deal with the system, how they deal with the system. They still get what they need, and they grow their businesses, they create generational wealth, and they utilize it. And I feel like maybe because I'm just a Black person, I wish that we would stop aspiring to be white capitalist and understand community economics better, invest in ourselves and in our community more, and to be okay with being separate but equal, getting into a space like, you know what, I do want to be in a Black community. I do want to be in a space where I know my neighbors and that I feel safe, that my kids can be outside. I do want to be in a space where I see people that look like me, that respect me, and I don't have to really leave and go, 5 miles away from my house to go get groceries and to shop and get the things that I need, or for entertainment, to have a good time, where there are still white communities in suburban areas and some in metropolitan areas where it's still very they gatekeep it, and they gatekeep it well through community organizing and creating organizations. There are homeowner associations there are still homeowner associations that will literally still bar people from moving into their neighborhood because they don't fit like a certain standard, or if you get there and you're not meeting that community standard, like you're in violation, and saying, no, that's not the environment, that's not the community that we are building here. And I don't believe that race should play a part in it.
Yeah, they coming in our shit.
Right. And doing whatever they want to do. I don't feel like race should be a part of it, but I do believe in community economics. And I feel like our government also needs to start reflecting that and saying, hey, these are some areas where we can improve and put money into these spaces that are trying to do that and trying to build self-sustaining spaces. Right? We're America. We're supposed to be the land of free enterprise, but the tools and the resources aren't as readily available as we think. They're there if you research them and you're a person in a position where you have access to this information. There kind of falls this responsibility on us to get it back to our communities. Like, hey, did you know about this program? Did you hear about this loan? Did you hear about this grant? Did you hear about this blah, blah, blah? Right. Because other communities do that with each other. They share the wealth, they build with each other, they invest with each other. And I think that for us as a society, we have to get more ahead of that so that we can progress and be the next Japan and Tokyo, and like leading in science and math and arts and cultural arts and things like that. But we get bogged down with just the day to day. Like shit, we still need access to healthcare. Like inflation, like gas is high as giraffe crusade right now. Like
people over here banning books and shit and talking about
it's just like, what is this? America is ghetto. If the aliens come, don't come here, baby. Don't come here. If they land, please land somewhere else. Don't come to America, honey, because we are ghetto. America is ghetto. Oh my God, we're ghetto. But we have so much promise. So much promise, and we have so much potential, and we have so far to go. And I think I'm praying that our generation and the generation after next literally takes it upon ourselves to dismantle these oppressive and regressive systems and build something that will be sustainable and lasting, innovative and creative, so that we can have the type of society that we were always promised. We were promised a society where we all were equal. We were promised a society where we could pursue our dreams and pursue happiness and prosperity. We were promised those things. Show me how to get it. Show us that it can be real. Show me the support that you have for your American people getting into that space. Show us that, because what we get right now is we're getting classism. We're getting very much, okay, we'll give you a little bit. We'll drop these breadcrumbs to you one bite at a time, while maintaining a working class or a lower middle class, because we need y'all always hungry. We need you starving because you may work better to build up capitalism, because now you got to go to that 9 to 5. You don't have time to build your own business. You don't have time to think about being a creative. You don't have time to do X, Y, and Z because you have all these kids. Like I was thinking about the abortion ban. It's like, morally, they're using the abortion ban with morals, religious morals about, oh, it's wrong, they could be humans. Like, baby, these are tumors until they have a heartbeat. Okay, it's parasite.
They're trying to put more bodies on this planet,
right? I'm like,
stress on the parents, and
right. Like,
not even just the abortion thing, the contraceptives. They're trying to get rid of the 24-hour or the Plan B.
Right. I'm just like, okay, right. That's just crazy. About like, okay, so you want to create more bodies, because that means that if you do this, because you know that the people who have the money and the wherewithal, they're gonna be able to get an abortion wherever they want to go. What state got abortions? Let's get a flight. That's what we're going to take care of this and get back to our business. Well, meanwhile, the people that are in poverty, who are now going to be limited and restricted from some of these things, like they're going to be forced to have children. They're going to be forced to take second jobs. They're going to be forced to maintain this cycle of keeping them where they are. Because everybody doesn't have the mentality to say, I got to get out of this. Some people are like, you know what, this is the best that it's going to be. There are so many people who are like trained to believe, like, my job is to go to school, get a job, and if I got debt, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life paying this debt off. If I'm lucky enough to become a homeowner, I got to make sure that I pay these taxes, make enough to pay my mortgage, and try not to lose my land before I die, and make sure I teach my kids how to maintain this so that it becomes generational wealth. Right? There's a separation. There's a degree of separation from learning these core principles of what American ownership is. I feel like slavery was a moment where Black people were socially conditioned that we're always going to be working. We're always going to have to work twice as hard. We're always going to do X, Y, and Z. And then there was a separation where people got educated and were like, we're going to get our own homes. We're going to teach our kids how to do this. But if your kids are down here at this place in this particular city where you don't have access, like, y'all just got to get it out the mud. How y'all going to get it? And that created a divide where we have a classist system within our own communities. We have Black people like, well, I mean, if you get it, you get it. I'm from the hood, but I'm not. And it's crazy. It only hit me a couple months ago, like, oh shit, like I'm not part of the lower class anymore. Like, oh shit, I'm literally a middle class American right now. God bless it. How do I get to the how do I get to upper middle class? What's the next step?
Yeah.
But you have to have that mentality, like, I know where I want to go, just so I can live my life comfortably. Some people, if you comfortable in your same position, then whatever works for you, do it. Right? Some people are stuck in survival mode, and I just feel like there are too many people in America stuck in survival mode without the tools to get to the next level. If that's the American dream, that's the American promise, then teach your people how to get there. Teach us how to get there, and then invest the money in making sure we get there.
But they don't want to do that because there are always going to be people that they need to be at the bottom. Because if everybody's up there, everybody can't own this.
But it's not everybody's not going to be in the 1%. You're always going to have your 1%ers. What happens is, as the poor get poorer, as the poor gets poorer, the rich are going to get richer. So it's really focused on the people in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
We're the people in the middle. If we're talking about a shrinking middle class, what that means is wealth is growing at an exponential rate for some, which means that the ceiling is getting higher and higher. So now when I have this amount of money, I was doing well and comfortable, but inflation has gone up so much that like I feel poor.
Yeah.
Even though financially I'm not, it's like I feel poorer now because I'm not in this space where we're not at the same level of comfortability. Mm-hmm. My savings versus my checkings is not proportionate to that of a person of comfortability, right? So it's like, how do we expand the middle class? That is the goal of the Democrats anyway. It's expanding the middle class. You're always going to have poor. Even the Bible says that the poor will always be among us. Everybody ain't going to be rich. The goal isn't to be rich anyway, because you can be rich today and poor tomorrow. Right. The goal is to become wealthy and to become a wealth generator. America is supposed to be a land of wealth generation, which means that we're able to create wealth and then we watch it grow, right? So that we don't have as much poverty as we have. America is ghetto. America is the slums. We market our best so that we get other people. It's crazy. Y'all want to market all this good stuff to invite people here. And then we put people in power that say we don't want immigrants over here. Y'all are crazy as hell. America is bipolar.
Ghetto here.
Right. America is schizophrenic and we have a mental illness and we need psychiatric therapy. Ayanla needs to be the Counselor General of America and just be like, not on my watch. Get your shit together. Yeah. We all need to go and find a hole and weep in it at this point.
Exactly. I love your takes when we get political on here. I'm gonna have to give you a segment on here. You know, Derek's political view.
Right. Well, I care about it's crazy because we do hot topics, and as an entertainer, I feel like when I wasn't working in that space, I was more in tune, and I was like, it was like me peeking on the inside and like being excited about celebrity gossip and stuff like that because it was a world I wasn't a part of. But when you're literally working in it, and when you come to understand what comes with the territory, it's not as exciting anymore because like these are still people. Yeah, we're costuming about them, we're making assumptions, and we're giving our commentary. But at the end of the day, these are still people, and there are real things going on that affect real people. Like we are the distraction. We're part of the distraction,
right?
And that's fine. Like we all entertainment is political, and I think that entertainment is a piece that is important, which is why they don't like it when your highest grossing stars start talking about reparations. They didn't like it when Michael Jackson started talking about criminal reform. They didn't like it. They don't like it when Beyoncé is pro-Black and started talking about Black Lives Matter and being socially conscious, because what it does is you've got all these people watching you and wanting to be entertained and distracted because your job is to get their mind off of all of this stuff. You're the entertainer. You're the jester. You're the one that's supposed to make everybody happy and keep us asleep in this dream and this illusion, this fantasy, while the world is on fire. That is your job. So to be a person that you step outside of yourself and say, hey, I know that we're having a good time tonight, but let's take a moment to think about what's happening in the world. They don't like that. They don't like that, right? They don't like that. So me having my political takes now, y'all better get it while y'all can get it.
Yeah, why you can get out because you about to be in full.
I ain't Jesus Christ and I ain't dying for y'all. But
right, you about to be in full artist mode. Okay, it's trophy season.
It's trophy season, but I'm always gonna be real. I'm always gonna be me to the point where it's like I'm trying to be acute and aware because I don't want to be a part of the generation that leads my people astray. I want you to remain conscious of what's going on, which informs my art. I use my art to express what I want. I use my art to express the lifestyle that I come from, who I am as a person, and to make you feel confident and bold while you're out here in this crazy world, because the world is fucking nuts, right?
And that's what I want to do too. Like it's in a sense in the beginning, what you said about taking people's minds off of the harsh realities of what we're going through now in this world, and just to entertain them. I want to entertain people. I want to gag people with, you know, with these topics and my takes on certain things. And it's crazy out here. I mean, I do see it. I mean, now when you said when I after graduation, welcome to the real world, like I'm not there yet fully, but like I am like, okay. I'm like, okay, all right. No, here we go. Anyone that's listening to this show that is not that is like I guess young or not of age yet, child, don't grow up. It is a mess out here, child. But that's it for today. You know, we had a good episode. I really did enjoy what we talked about today, and happy to see Derek on. You know, it's always good having you on and having these conversations, talking about celebrities and then politics and then these. See y'all later. We'll be back next week. Okay.
Well, bye.
Bye.